I'm just in Japan on a bike, and I'm at the popular biker spot in Yamanashi Prefecture, and tried coming here a couple of weeks ago when I made my last video, but there was over a 1 kilometre, well over a kilometre queue to get in. You can see they're queuing a little bit at the moment. It's earlier today, and last time I came here a couple of weeks ago it was a public holiday weekend and the weather was rather glorious. However, I prefer weather like today for riding. I think today's weather is perfect riding weather, overcast and cool. Overcast so you don't get the sun in your eyes and you don't get your the heat, too much heat from the sun. So dry, a bit damp, but dry, overcast and cool. Perfect riding weather for me. It's what is it? It's the 26th of October 2024, and it's Saturday just before 10 a.m. So already quite a few bikes already leaving, actually. They coming and going all the time here, and I've made several videos from here, shot several videos here before, just looking at all the bikes, see what's popular, see what people are riding here in Japan. And yeah, this Ducati Scrambler, I like this. I mean, well loaded on the back there, not my kind of thing. I don't like loading bikes up like that. I don't think it's personally, I don't think it's safe. I'm not obviously people who ride motorbikes aren't really too concerned about safety, I suppose, but I just feel that the weight shifting about behind me, I just think it upsets your balance and you can't corner properly. But a beautiful bike, the Ducati Scrambler, really like it. And this looks like a certainly well maintained, looks like quite a newish one, certainly well maintained, that one. Yamaha R3, also loaded well up on the back. Wonder if these two are together camping this weekend. I've said it before, it's perfectly safe to leave your helmets and other gear on your bikes here in Japan. Something great about Japan is it's highly unlikely you'll be anybody's gonna thieve your stuff. That's something really nice about Japan, is the low levels of crime, petty crime here. But bikes do get stolen. They do have quite a high rate of bikes being stolen, apparently, and that's why when you take out bike insurance, get this, it's very difficult to take out bike insurance. Not many companies will do motorbike insurance in Japan. Only a small handful of the major companies do motorbike insurance, and when they do it, they don't include theft insurance. You have to take out a separate policy for theft insurance. When I bought my bike, the dealer that I bought it from includes either it was free or very cheap theft insurance for the first year. I think there was an option to extend it, possibly, but the first year they do free theft insurance. So yeah, one of these little bikes which I have a lot of curiosity about, but yeah, they look quite fun, don't they? As I said before in my last video, and I've said it before, it is probably, well, without a doubt, it's a lot more fun riding a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. But especially if there's nowhere to ride your fast bike. These Cubs, I mean, they've been going for so long. So in case you don't know, these little Honda Cubs, this is a C125, it's Super Cub, and look at that, he's got the fog lamps on the front there. Nice colour, like that grey. I like the seat colour. Doesn't interest me, not a bike I would have. Well, maybe when I'm old and struggling with the weight of a bike and struggling with reflexes, perhaps I'd get something like that. But they have a massive following. They're really popular in Japan and of course around the world. The Honda Cub, I'm not sure which version, whether they count every version of the Honda Cub, but the Honda Cub is the most popular vehicle ever in the world. It's sold the most units of any motor vehicle in the world by far, by outselling multiple times any other vehicle. Not into scooters, but they do have a place. They've got their place, these scooters. Look at this one, he's even left his keys in there. Amazing. And in Japan you can, on bikes below a certain size, I think it's up to 125cc, you can wear helmets like that. You don't have to have these full safety helmets. You can have these really basic helmets that are they're just like caps essentially. Yeah, I think it's up to 125cc. Certainly that's what I've observed anyway. This BMW Adventure. What is it? It's the, can't quite read that. It's a 1250 GS 1250. How does that, which way round is that? Frankly, I think, there's a lot of tech on them, and they're expensive bikes, of course. A lot of tech on them. This one's got interesting protective plastic parts on it for the headlamp, and these plastic parts at the side, which I wonder if they're more about wind protection than anything. Fog lamps on the front, engine guards, full luggage set. Yeah, the thing is, they're loaded with tech, and they are cutting edge technology usually, and they go like the wind. I mean, they really, and they're great touring machines, no doubt. I mean, everyone who's got them raves about them. But I think I'll stick with my V-Strom 650 for its simplicity and value for money. So we've got here the F700 GS. Well, this is the BMW's mid-size, middle of the range adventure offering. Got a Yamaha. What's this one? Can't tell what that is. Oh, it's a Tracer. Okay. Not sure what engine size that is. It doesn't look too big, so I'm assuming it's a twin, so it's going to be the 700 Tracer, isn't it? I'm assuming that's a twin because I see two downpipes from the engine there, and the size. Really, really popular bikes, those. This one here, this looks like a Moto Guzzi. Yeah, I love these. These are I just love the look of these. They're so beautiful, these Moto Guzzis. V9 bobber, and I love the V twin that is around the other way. It's interesting because when you hear people talk about them, they're not sure whether that is in longitudinal or inline or transverse, or they're not sure how to describe it. Well, of course, the block is and the cylinder heads are in opposite directions, so you decide how you want to describe that. But I love that, and I suspect, actually, never ridden one. I've never ridden a V-twin with the cylinders in that position, but I strongly suspect that you probably get some heat warming your legs when the weather's cold. Not sure if you want that when the weather's hot, of course, but it's a beautiful bike. Really love those. Got some chunky tyres on there, which I suspect make it quite comfortable to ride. Bit pricey, and also the maintenance on these. Something I did actually consider one at one point, because they had them discounted. They had new models, old stock, discounted. But the problem is I don't know what's going on there. Look at this coach. He's what kind of position he's come right up amongst the motorbike section. Quite bizarre. What's going on there? See, this place, it's got 1, 2, see another guy over in the background there, 3, and then there's another guy up there by the entrance, and there's another guy. I can see 4 traffic wardens. These are privately employed traffic wardens by this road station. This is the Doshi Road Station, in case you don't know. I'll location tag it in the video. Information on this will be on YouTube and Instagram. And I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, the problem with Moto Guzzi, I mean, they are beautiful, and apparently they're a lot more reliable than they used to be. But the maintenance, apparently the valve clearances need doing too often for my liking, and not something I can be bothered to get into. And of course, if you're under warranty, you won't be able to do that yourself. You'll have to pay for that. So here's my V-Strom. Really enjoying it. I'll do some videos on that again soon with my candid reviews. What's this one? Triumph Tiger. It's a big can on the back. I don't know what this is. Another tracer. Very, very common, these tracers. Beautiful Kawasaki there next to that. Really, gosh, that's really beautiful, that one. What is this? Can't tell what it is. It's a copy. It's like a Harley copy, isn't it? I don't know. Can't tell. I don't know what that? It's a Rays of Arion. Interesting. It's really wide, that front cowl. It's really, really wide. He's really shiny, this one. He's really. Of course, he's got his luggage strapped on there. Can't fit it all in. I mean, he's got plenty of storage. Can't fit it all in. It's a real low one, that. Big, heavy, cumbersome. Brilliant for open roads, like what they're designed for. Big American open roads, but absolutely not suitable for these winding Japanese mountain roads, not at all, and even less so for city traffic. But beautiful, yeah, it's beautiful. I like that. It looks nice. Gosh, a couple of big speakers. Yeah, I would say they're speakers in there. Oh, that's a Yamaha. Okay, because I see the Yamaha logo now. So what's that going to be? A Midnight Star, is it? Let me know in the comments. I think it's not one that, it's definitely not made for the Japanese market. It's made for the American market, as you'd expect. Really impressive though. Right, what we got over here then? Another one of those mini bikes. Swept up pipes under them. What's this? This is a CBR 600RR. The pipes swept under the back seat. I like that. I love it when they do that. Really nice. Nice tail end on that. Do like a nice tail end. Fire blade. CB400. These are really popular. CB400s are so popular. I love the colours on these Hondas. I think they're just a really nice, you know, what they call them, a universal Japanese motorcycle. I think they're really nice, these CB series like this with these colour scheme. Love it. Very, very popular because of the licensing laws here. You can ride, if you pass your mid-size bike test, then you can of course ride up to a 400cc. They don't have that thing where they modify the engine, or the, you know, they modify the what do they call it, the ECU or whatever. They don't have that. It's just based purely on the capacity of the engine. The Hayabusa, of course, unmistakable, the Hayabusa. An older, that's a VFR 400. That one, that is, I should say. What's this loaded up? I think some of these people have been camping or overnight trips. Ninja 400. So as I said, a lot of 400s. Z1000, Ninja. Ninja. I think it's a Z. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's a Kawasaki Ninja 1000. We've got a Kawasaki 1400 GTR. Nice touring bike, nice sports tourer. Looks like he's really used it. Looks like it may have been down. I don't know if it's been dropped, but it's got a scrape. It's got a scrape on the pannier there, which of course, one advantage of having these panniers is these huge panniers protruding out the side, is that if you do drop it, they do to a certain extent protect the bike. Kawasaki Z750 is an old bike, this. Gosh, imagine these days you wouldn't get a bike of this capacity with a kickstart, of course. And rear drum brakes on a 750 capacity bike, I don't think you get that. You won't get that anymore. Solid discs on the front, twin solid discs. I think they're beautiful. I love these Kawasaki's. It's not as beautiful as some, but this is still nice. I like love that lime green colour. Another BMW Adventure. Majesty, what's that? Which one's that? Anyway, a big scooter. These are very popular in Japan, these big scooters. Is it a Honda? I forget what it is now. I think it's a Honda. I can't remember now. Some little scooter with a ripped seat. But you know, you see these old scooters, they just go on forever. They're just used every day, day in, day out. Some 250, look at that, it's a Jigsaw 250, I don't know, some little Suzuki 250 machine. Yeah, it's a Jigsaw 250. This is the katana, isn't it? I think this is the katana. I don't know. With a tail tied in. Yeah, it's the katana with the with an aftermarket exhaust, Yoshimura exhaust, and the rear end's been tidied up on that, which is a good thing because they come from the factory with an awful rear end on them, which is a legal requirement apparently. Another Hayabusa, unmistakable Hayabusa. The old carbon fibre effect on that. Nice and shiny. Gosh, there's a lot of mods on that. It's been heavily modified, this one. It's nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful one there. Yamaha Bolt. These are very popular. This has been heavily modded as well. Very popular. Old Kawasaki, gosh, that's an old one that's been never been restored. That been used, been well used. Right. So yeah, busy now. As time progresses, it will get busier and busier here. So that's. That'll do for now. I'm doing these, what do you call them, these upright, the so-called portrait upright angle on the phone. Maybe I should have done it landscape mode, horizontal mode, don't know, let me know what you think. Oh, what's this before we sign off? Well, that's an old one. That's an old, back in the day, that would have been considered, so it's a Honda Dream 50. Gosh, look at that. That's really, look at those skinny tyres on that. This is really old school, this. And that long tank. That's a very, I'm sure people are coming and going all the time. I have to be careful who's behind me. This is a really old one. Not sure how original it is. Don't really know, because fairly sure, but I didn't know bikes this age had drilled discs on them. Ventilated, well, drilled discs, not ventilated. They got really skinny tyres, incredible, and they certainly don't look like the kind of tyres that you'd want to lean over too much on. Well, it's a single, and he's got two pipes coming out of it. That tank is that's the sort of tank where you really, they really. This is made for tracks, by the way, and this would have been a racing bike, and they lean right over on the tank. And you've got the drop handlebars on it. And this, back in the day, these were raced. This was part of a racing series, 50cc, and they rev really high, don't they, these? What's the rev counter? The red line's at 14,000. It's got, the speedo goes up to 60 kilometers per hour, which is about 40 miles an hour. It's not, of course, not fast. But I believe Honda did get much higher speeds out of the 50cc engine, and I also believe that this one, although it red lines at 14,000, goes up to 15,000. I do believe that they got the race prepared versions in some iterations were right up there, well over that kind of rev range. But yeah, this is an impressive one. Sometimes, you know, this is why you come to these places and you see these gems like this. Again, not for me, but impressive that people are keeping these bikes alive. XSR 900. T07. Right, here we are back. So what shall I do now? Anyway, I'm going to sign off and maybe relieve my bladder, and I shall be back with another video soon, probably giving you some updates on what I think about the V-Strom 650 that I recently bought. This has been just in Japan on a bike.